Today, I'm taking you to the city of Chuluota in Seminole County, Florida, where a family lived that seemed absolutely perfect on the outside, but in reality, they were hiding a tragedy that would turn into one of the most horrific crimes. The family consisted of the father, Chad Amato, born in 1959, who worked in healthcare. The mother, Margaret Amato, born in 1957, was a manager in the healthcare sector. They had 3 sons. Jason Amato, the oldest, born in 1987. He was Margaret's son from a previous relationship, but Chad legally adopted him. They also had Cody Amato, the middle son, born in 1988, and the youngest, Grant Amato, born in 1989. The 3 brothers were very close friends. Their parents never let them lack anything. They had a large house, nice cars, and their mother was passionate about horses and owned a stable. There was only a 1-year difference between Cody and Grant, so they were inseparable. Always in the same school, always going out together. As for Jason, the oldest, he left home at 19 and moved in with his girlfriend, but he stayed close to the family. All 3 brothers went into healthcare, just like their parents. Jason worked in healthcare administration. Cody became a nurse anesthetist, and Grant studied nursing and worked at a hospital. But in 2018, when Grant was 29 years old, he was fired from the hospital after being caught stealing medications containing a substance called propofol, a very strong anesthetic used in surgeries, the same drug linked to Michael Jackson's death. Naturally, the hospital, Advent Health, where he worked, contacted the police. During questioning, he told them, "I don't need this drug for myself. I take it to help patients because doctors don't give them enough to ease their pain." In the end, he was fired and could no longer practice. He moved back in with his parents and Cody. His parents were deeply disappointed in him. They kept telling him not to lose hope and to do something else. But every time the topic came up, it turned into an argument. Grant fell into depression and stopped looking for a job. His parents grew frustrated because he was almost 30 and still financially dependent on them. They refused to give him money so he would be forced to find work, but his brother Cody secretly gave him money without their parents knowing. Grant spent his entire day on the computer playing games. When a person feels lonely, they look for distraction. So he went onto a site called My Free Cams. This site falls under adult content and operates on a pay-to-watch system. The more a user pays, the more explicit the model becomes, or she enters a private chat. That's where Grant saw a girl, and from the first glance, he was hooked. She was from Bulgaria, and her name was Sylvie. He entered her chat and started talking to her. He found her smart and kind. She became the only one who lifted his spirits and made him feel like a man. To make her fall for him, he lied. He told her he was a famous gamer in the US with money. He sent her pictures of a luxury house and a BMW, claiming they were his. He started spending long hours with her. He was paying $600 per hour. He even sent her gifts to Bulgaria. Imagine this. He was spending 4 hours a day watching her. That's about $2,400 a day. So where was he getting all this money if he didn't work? He started stealing from his parents' accounts and using their bank cards. At first, Margaret and Cody noticed small but repeated withdrawals, about $600 each time. When they confronted Grant, he lied and said he was using the money to pay Twitch fees to promote himself as a professional gamer so he could start making money. They believed him at first out of emotion. Cody even told him, "I'll help you pay our parents back, but promise me you'll stop." Cody loved Grant deeply. He even planned a 2-week trip to Japan to help him change his environment and get away from the computer. But on their last night in Japan, Grant stole the credit card details of Cody's friend. As soon as they returned, Grant used the stolen card to immediately pay $600 to talk to Sylvie. That's when Cody realized his brother had been lying to all of them, and the trip hadn't helped at all. In December 2018, the father was reviewing their yearly finances. That's when he discovered shocking amounts had been withdrawn. Grant had taken money from their retirement savings, $200,000, and spent it all on Sylvie. The father was furious. He shouted, "Are you insane? You spent the money we worked our whole lives to save on a porn site?" The father broke down crying in front of his son, not just because of the lost retirement savings, but because he felt betrayed by the son he was trying to help. Grant left the house, leaving behind a note that looked like a suicide or farewell letter. It said, "I'm so sorry for everything I've caused you. It seems I've become a burden. I'm leaving now so you can be free from me. Forgive me." His mother was terrified when she found the note. They searched for him, and when they found him at his aunt's house, their feelings shifted from anger over the theft to relief that he was still alive, exactly what he had planned, to ease the confrontation. While staying with his aunt, she noticed he was living like a night owl. He stayed in his room all day, awake all night on the computer, not looking for a job, not interacting with anyone. She became worried about his mental state, so much that she hid her gun in a locked safe because she feared he might harm himself. But the problem was, the aunt who sympathized with him began noticing money missing from her account. She called the bank and they told her the charges were going to my free cams. That's when she realized Grant had stolen her card, and her husband's too. She called his father, who said Grant had already stolen $200,000 from them. With money from the aunt, parents, and even the grandmother, the total reached $250,000, all spent on that site just to watch a girl. After being kicked out of his aunt's house, Grant sent messages to his mother complaining about his father Chad and his aunt being harsh on him. He said, "I'm not a bad person. I just need help and no one understands me. You treat me like a criminal, but I just love someone," meaning Sylvie. The family gathered Jason, Cody, and the parents and told him, "This is not normal. You're addicted. You need rehab. If you refuse, you're no longer our son." He agreed. They admitted him to a facility and paid $15,000 for a 2-month stay. After leaving him there, the father and Cody checked his computer and were shocked when they discovered the truth about Sylvie and that he had lied to her using fake pictures. After just 2 weeks, Grant called his parents and said he had finished treatment because the facility couldn't help with his addiction, when in reality, he hadn't committed to it. He returned home on January 5, 2019. His father set strict rules: no smartphone, no internet. The computer must be in an open space. Wi-Fi turned off at night. He must find a job and repay the money. And, most importantly, no contact with Sylvie. The father told him, "I spoke to Sylvie and told her everything. She knows you were lying and stealing from us." Grant said, "Okay," but later he kept begging his mother to let him use her phone or the internet for innocent reasons like job searching or contacting old friends, while his real goal was to access the site again. Sadly, Margaret sometimes gave in out of love and secretly let him use her phone. On January 24, 2019, his father caught him talking to Sylvie again. He got furious and said, "Get out of the house. It's over between us. When I come back from work, I don't want to see you here." Cody was at work when he found out. He told his girlfriend there were serious problems at home and that he needed to go talk to his family. He arrived home around 10 p.m. The next day, January 25th, Cody's friend called the police because Cody didn't show up to work and wasn't answering his phone, which was very unusual. At 9:13 a.m., police arrived at the house. The cars were there, the doors locked, everything seemed quiet, but something felt off. The windows were covered with newspapers from the inside. They entered through an unlocked back door and found the massacre. What shocked investigators most was how calm and methodical the crime was. Margaret, the mother, found in her office, sitting in her chair in front of the computer as if she was still working. She had been shot in the back of the head and hadn't fallen from the chair. Chad, the father, found in the kitchen, lying in a pool of blood. It looked like he tried to resist or crawl before being finished off with a second shot. Cody, the brother, found in the hallway near the entrance. He was killed immediately upon entering. The gun was found next to Cody's body in a failed attempt to stage it as a murder-suicide. While searching the house and speaking with neighbors, Jason and the aunt, police quickly learned about the recent conflict and that the father had planned to kick Grant out over stolen money. Grant and his car were missing, making him the prime suspect. Police tracked his phone and bank activity. They found he had booked a room at a DoubleTree hotel in Orlando. They raided his room the next morning, and shockingly, Grant was sitting calmly, using the hotel Wi-Fi to access the site and talk to Sylvie. When arrested, he didn't scream, cry, or ask about his family. His coldness disturbed investigators. He initially denied the charges, but evidence quickly proved otherwise. Newspapers, his fingerprints were found on them. Security cameras showed his car leaving the house late at night after the murders. Timeline manipulation. He tried to fake messages from the victims' phones to make it seem like they were alive while he was away, but forensic analysis proved the time of death. They also discovered the father's phone had been unlocked using his fingerprint after death, and money was transferred to Grant's account. A fake note written in Cody's style was also found. During 14 hours of interrogation, Grant didn't shed a single tear. His only question was, "Can I have my phone? I want to contact someone," meaning Sylvie. In court, he stared at Sylvie's photos on the screen, as if hypnotized. But when shown pictures of his family, he didn't even look. On August 12, 2019, he was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences without parole. After prison, a woman named Victoria began writing to him and sending photos, forming a strange relationship. But guards later found a hidden phone in his possession, and he was disciplined again. As for Sylvie, she told police, "This is my job. I don't care where the money comes from. I just talk to whoever pays." Now, Grant Amato sits behind bars, while a family lost 3 of its members because of an illusion on the internet.